I remember this day going into the studio. It was the first time we were meeting the violinist, and Nicole Alexandra, and she was amazing, so talented, and just really down to earth. We had a really good group of people there that day. Everybody was, aside from being extremely talented, very kind and fun and easygoing, and that was a standout about the day in the studio with all of this.
At the end of the road, you still feel the same.
I love the way the violin sounds. I just couldn't keep the smile off my face there.
Through their wicked game.
I remember talking to Danny about how I could hear, like in my mind, like booming drums. I didn't have another way to describe it, but him and Ajay figured it out, and it's exactly what I was envisioning, just booming drums. And the picture right here of Ajay starting to play the drums, it's exactly what I had heard. I remember this show in Pasadena. It's interesting, as I'm seeing the footage from this show in Pasadena, I don't recall, like it's very vibey, and the lights are, like, it's a really cool vibe, but I don't recall that part of the show. I think maybe I was nervous about the show, so I didn't take in the environment, which is a shame, but I remember the overall feeling of the show was that I had, a good handful of friends there, and we were making, like, office jokes in between songs, and it was fun. I just have to stop and comment on Ajay's talent. Like, the original riff that he played for me was just, he's like so multi-talented, there's not enough good things I could say about him. It's an interesting part of shows, like the whole getting ready on the stage. I don't know, it's an interesting... Sometimes you wish it was, there wasn't this veil between you and whoever's standing there, and sometimes it feels like that, like you can't talk to people because you have to focus on getting the mic ready, but I don't know, I wish it was just more like hanging out. I also have to comment on the band that I was playing with at this time. Ajay was in it, and then we had Jamie Guerrero, Alex, and the late Blaine, and couldn't have asked for a group of better guys. Just every time we got together to rehearse or play, I was having the time of my life. I remember this was probably like 4 hours into the day that we were recording, and I don't know, I wanted to, like, get up, stretch my legs, and, just be with myself for a moment. So I walked out of Danny's room, and I walked into the, like, recording room and just sat down and grabbed the drumsticks and tried for a second to play the drums and realized, nah, not my thing. But I don't know, I was just sitting there kind of thinking like how grateful I was that like so many people were buying into this song, and how it started from, you know, just me and Ajay like sitting in rehearsal, and now we have, you know, we have violins and the ever talented Daniel Balstocki, good old Danny, and I was just sitting there extremely grateful for it all and kind of in awe of the transformation that not just this song, but what I've put into music in general, what it's kind of evolved into.
When time tumbles past, when you remember shame, how can you close your eyes to a stranger's pain? Oh, could you save her? Could you save her from his heavy hand? Oh, would you love her? Would you love her once they've had the chance? Ooh, oh, we could be runaways, baby, straight to the sun.
I have two guitars that I use. I use one kind of to write on acoustic Malibu, Fender Malibu, and then I have the one pictured right here. My acoustic one, that's the one I write songs on. This one I've performed shows with. And this one my mom gave me for Christmas a couple years ago. And then my acoustic one, my dad gave to me just a few years after I started playing guitar and writing music. And it's just really nice to have those two guitars from them, so that, you know, in some ways there's always a way of honoring them through music. I don't know, it's just kind of a nice sentiment in my own mind and heart.
Holding you closer than ever, till the pain's numb. Sit on the edge of a world far from us. See them fade and fall in one by one. Who's to blame for the fall?
Danny is hilarious, and it is a joy to just sit next to him in that chair and listen to the music and kind of get lost on tangents. And he's seriously a great guy to be around.
I chose you, and you run away to.
I have to comment on Logan Ward's incredible cinematic talent. Such a nice, mellow guy, and just a really good like energy to have around. And he captures these like beautiful shots and moments, you know, that I'm not sure every person who's like filming or taking pictures like can bring that like calm energy where it's like you can just like totally like you don't think you're on camera. You can just like be yourself and kind of let things unfold as they normally would, not thinking that there's a camera there, because he's just so mellow and calm. 4:57, I'm just being reminded of everyone who was there that day, and just I feel so fortunate to have the group of people that we do, with everybody who's involved in Normandy Records and Rev 9 recording, just some of the best people I know, and to be able to make music with and around them is and just living the dream.